We want to know, can anime ever be mainstream?
This video is powered by the official Convention Reviews Twitch. If you love video games, follow the link in the description to head over there and be sure to give it a follow so you don't miss when we stream. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Weekday 1 Up.
Weekday 1 Up.
For the, Wednesday of whatever day this is.
Wednesday of all Wednesdays.
Welcome to the final week.
This is the final Wednesday of season 1.
I'm so glad to be here talking with you guys.
Yeah,
Hopefully
it's nice to see you.
Yeah. Hopefully
How's
in
the wife?
season Good, she's good. Hopefully in season 2,
He's not married. Ladies.
hopefully in season 2 you guys, not you guys, us. I'm like not thinking straight. Hopefully we won't end up taking more his hand.
No!
Taking as many like random breaks.
Yeah,
where,
like
we're just not uploading stuff, but that won't happen.
the last couple of weeks have been a little off, but we're sorry for that, but we're going to get away from that. We're going to really work on the next season. We're stressing that all week.
That's why the break is happening. That's why there's a 3-week break, because
We're going to plan out and write out episodes.
when we first started this show, it was literally, let's do this. I had the idea to do this. I think the next day we came in, set it up, recorded the first few episodes. In 24 hours, we had uploaded, and we're doing it. No thought put into it. Now we've been doing it for a while. We can really think about it. We've seen the audience. We've seen the direction people want us to go and that we want to go. So now we're going to use that and use your ideas. What are some of your ideas for season 2?
Let us know in the comments below.
Just for episodes or for in general. Ideas for season 2. Like,
Be
what
sure
do you want to see us do?
questions. Leave fan arts.
Question, fan arts. This is your time, guys.
Fan art is changing to Monday, as you heard on Monday's episode.
So, yeah, do that. You could be the first fan art when we come back.
You could. We'll be back April 6th, but after that, we're going to be talking about this all week. We got 2 more days of this, so let's get into today's episode, which is anime can ever be mainstream.
What do you guys think? Can it be mainstream?
Well, it already is. It's already getting mainstream. Like slowly but surely. Like there was a time when I would go into, let's say, Hot Topic. I was really tall.
Yeah, I noticed that.
I'm getting real passionate.
When I get passionate, I grow.
I grow.
I went into Hot Topic and I was...
Make a gif of that, please. GIF, whatever. And you go and you see maybe a Dragon Ball, sure, or not even. Like when I was 15, that was when I started going into Hot Topic, and you wouldn't see.
Little late? So...
Okay, 14.
Okay.
Oh, when I was 14, that's when I didn't go to the mall a lot.
Okay.
I always heard the music and it scared me. I was like, man, death metal.
Music is so scary.
I was like, man, and I'd see
just want my little
I'd see all the
country.
goth kids and I'd be like, oh god.
I just want my country music and my Happy America trucks.
Yes, we all know I liked country when I was 14. But I went in there and they had like nerdy things, but I was more into the music stuff they had back on the wall. I didn't care about the whatever it was over there, the nerdy stuff. But I didn't see anything anime. I'd see maybe,
Video games at that time.
yeah, it was more video games, maybe some Uncharted or...
I don't think Uncharted existed when you were 14, but...
I said 15.
Or when you were 15.
It came out in 2007. That's when I turned 15.
It did?
First,
Are you positive?
yes. First Uncharted was 2007, second was 2009, third was 2011.
Let us know if he's right about that in the comments.
I am right.
He might be right about that.
I am right about that.
Just let us know. So, go on.
But now, as I'll go into Hot Topic, and there's a whole little section dedicated to anime. And not just like, Dragon Ball, Sailor Moon, the stuff you've known about for years. I'm looking up and I'm seeing Sword Art Online, Attack on Titan, stuff that last year, or I guess 2 years ago now, Attack on Titan was not even dubbed. 3 years ago, Sword Art Online was not even dubbed. These are shows that are very recent and new. I'm seeing Black Butler again, I'm seeing just a whole thing, Madoka Magica, a whole wall. Hot Topic, it's nothing but anime stuff. And that's why I'm like, this is getting more mainstream. And then you'll go to FYE, another store I really like in the mall, and then they've got a whole freaking wall of DVDs that's nothing but anime.
So, are you trying to argue that it's already mainstream?
No, it's getting there.
Oh, okay.
It's like I said, slowly but surely. Like it's like people are starting to recognize it more. Nate and I talk about this a lot, actually, and you and I have talked about it a lot. Mm-hmm. It's growing in popularity. It's getting more and more accepted, but that's also I'm not going to get into that. Never mind.
I think it is not mainstream. We both agree that it's not mainstream
Not
yet.
yet. Not yet. It's getting there.
I think it is getting there, but I'm not sure if it can ever happen. Can it be mainstream? I think it can, yes. Okay, I take that back. But I think it's going to take something bigger. It's going to take more than just what's... Yeah, well, it's going to take more than just what's happening right now. What's happening right now in the anime world, if you're part of this, you watch anime through... You got a couple options here. Crunchyroll, Hulu, Netflix, other illegal sources that we're not going to get into, or DVDs and Blu-ray that you buy. Those are pretty much your options. Now, there is a new option coming back, which used to be an option, which is on TV. There's Toonami, and if you don't know, Dragon Ball and One Piece just got moved to a pretty good time slot on Adult Swim, which is like 8 to 9 or 8 to 10, something like that. And that's pretty awesome.
Dragon Ball was on Nickelodeon there for a while.
Yeah.
Nicktoons, I should say.
But here's the thing. It's going to take more than this. It's going to take more than what we're doing right now. If anime is to get mainstream here, first of all, it's going to need to be at a much better time slot than even what it's at now. They're going to need to play more of it. Personally, I would think a whole channel just dedicated to anime.
You know, they used to do that every Saturday from like 5 to midnight.
Every day, though.
It was
every day. Just the whole channels. Just like the anime channels. What
and then they'd go to Adult Swim, and then it'd be Family Guy, and then more anime.
Just bring a lot more anime to TV. But the other thing I'll say is TV's dying. So while it'll help get anime to people who don't necessarily know how to find this stuff online,
that's another reason I say it's going to get mainstream, because people are turning away from TV because it's garbage.
Learning more how to find this stuff online.
And they're finding stuff online.
It's definitely growing. There's no doubt about that. But here's what I think needs to happen. For sure, 100%. I think one of these live-action anime movies needs to do good. It needs to do really good and get the attention on anime. People will be like, well, that was amazing. That came from anime? And then make them want to check it out. And then 2... I think an anime movie that's not live action, straight anime, needs to do well in the West in theaters. I think one needs to come over like the Dragon Ball movie did, but it was a limited release. I think like a movie like that.
You like they did with the Yu-Gi-Oh movie.
Like that, yeah, that kind of old stuff. But
Yu-Gi-Oh was right at the time when you'd have like teenagers, and this was really hot, down looked upon, just walking around like looking at their cards. You know, back at that time. When Yu-Gi-Oh was popular, that wasn't looked highly upon.
But that's not what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know.
What I'm talking about is something that's separate from a series. I want to see something do good, like Wolf Children.
Like the Miyazaki films.
Like, those already do good, outside Miyazaki.
Okay.
Because they're looked at a little differently. I want something that's straight up, this is anime. This represents anime, like, as a whole. So it'd be like Wolf Children, Summer Wars, The Girl Who Leapt Through Time, that type of movie.
So something from that studio.
That director would be amazing. And it doesn't have to be from that director, but just something of that style to come out in theaters, make a release in every theater, be out for a couple of months like every other movie does, have a good marketing campaign behind it. Like, really market this to people. Don't just put it out and not tell anybody.
Wolf Children, Summer Wars, those are all movies that would have been great.
They would have succeeded phenomenally. They would have definitely done good. And it would have made people be like, that's anime? Well, I thought this was like some stupid kid Japanese porn thing. It turns out this is what it is?
Now, you haven't seen it yet. I finally saw it. And this is very inspired by anime. So I think we're heading towards the right direction. Big Hero 6, which is very heavily inspired by anime. The main character is Japanese. The town is it's like they collided. It's based off a comic book. The town is called San Francisco, which is like San Diego and Tokyo just like had a baby. And I think it's stuff like that. People are like, oh, this is kind of, and then maybe a parent or something will see some anime, something, and they're like, "Oh, hey, you liked Big Hero 6? This is kind of like that." And then the kids watching, they're like, "Oh, this is great." Something else I think helped a little. You haven't seen them, and universally they were regarded as not good. The Marvel anime series, however, I will stand by till the day I die that the X-Men one was good. The Wolverine one, not great. The Iron Man one, not great. Didn't see the Blade one, but apparently wasn't great. What was that?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought you mouthed something. But the X-Men one, great. Watch the X-Men one if you don't watch any of the other ones, because actually don't.
Another thing is, people will notice that anime is a little bit going down the route that video games went down, 10 years ago? Where it is getting more popular, but it's still not known. I will also say that video games, I do not believe, are mainstream yet. They are so close. They are basically mainstream, but they're not, this is not something that is accepted by everyone. You still run into those people that are like, well, that's stupid. I hate to say this, but it's mostly older people. Video games will be mainstream and this is super morbid and bad, but as those older people get older and start to die. I hate to say that it is mainstream with the right age group, but not as a whole. Now, I think the reason that happened so quickly is because video games do not only come from Japan. They're also made from America. And the only way, seriously, I've named a lot of other stuff that could help, but the only way at the end of the day that anime is going to become mainstream here is if this country can get over its xenophobia.
Obviously.
There are so many people, even people that like video games, even people that are into that sort of nerdy stuff, who are like, what? That's Japanese? That's from Japan? You can't understand that. That's not English. Why would you watch that?
How do you know they're not saying America sucks?
Yeah.
I heard that argument once.
Really?
Yeah, guy we know, red hair, you know what I'm talking about. He was listening to J-Rock, and Japanese music and stuff, and his younger sister, who, granted, at the time was 13, but she was like, he listens to all this Japanese music, and I was like, Michael, why do you do that? Oh, said a name. Said a name. You don't know his last name. She was like, why do you do that? How do you know they're not saying America sucks? And you know what I feel so terrible about? I agreed with this girl, because I was like, yeah, how do you know they're not saying America sucks? And now looking back, I want to go smack that punk and be like, it's just a song. American music is popular in Japan. How do they know that we're not saying Japan sucks? You know what? We're not. It's just music.
Yeah, I think we need to unite more as a world and be less like, oh, you're Japanese, that's stupid, that sucks, but this is America, get out of here. Come on. It's never going to become mainstream here unless this can happen, and I don't know that it can happen.
I think it can happen.
I think
15 years.
I don't think it can happen in our lifetime, to be honest.
Years.
We'll see if he's right. In 15 years, if it's happened, anime's mainstream, the xenophobia has died.
No, I'll say 15 years, it'll be about where video games are. Video games will be completely mainstream.
Yeah. I think video games will be completely mainstream in 5.
Let's say this. Video games, they're not mainstream here, but in Japan they are.
Yes. See, that's the difference. People, when I said video games aren't mainstream, people might have been like, what? They're so popular. Japan. You see businessmen with DSs on the freaking subway. Everybody has
a DS, a PS Vita.
Everyone plays games in some way. Okay, I shouldn't say everyone.
Arcades are still huge in Japan. They've died here.
Yeah, you might think video games are doing amazing here, and they are, but compared to Japan, we are not mainstream yet.
Japan is on another level.
It is happening there. It is not happening as crazy here. Look at Akihabara. It is anime video game central for buying and shopping. We do not have something like that here because they don't believe that it would work here because they don't think we've got the audience because it's not mainstream.
But we do. We do have the audience. It's just they're not as vocal as they are in Japan.
We need to be much more vocal. We need to let people know we're into this stuff.
I go to plenty of cons. Cons make plenty of money.
Yeah.
I know the people that would go. Say we open a store. I saw in one of the questions. We'll get to that another day. But, yeah. I had a point, but I've lost it.
Okay, we're going to go on to our question. This is going to be kind of a short one. But Matt Skin. This is a shorter question, but he asks, are either of you PC gamers? And we'll just add on to more to it. What's our experience with PC gaming ever? Do you have any at all?
Roller Coaster Tycoon, Zoo Tycoon, Sims.
So the answer is no.
Not really, no.
I am not a PC gamer, but that does not mean I never game on my PC.
Same.
I don't want to say I'm a PC gamer because that implies that I'm playing games on my PC all the time. I play some games on my PC sometimes, just not a lot. And I still do to this day. I'll play games like I like Minecraft on the PC. Like there's other things too, but it's just not my thing. I understand that it's some people's thing.
If it's your thing, that's great.
I understand that you can get these super powerful computers that just destroy the consoles and just make them look like garbage. But I don't really care.
At the end
Like,
of the
I
day,
really like-
I don't like playing with the keyboard.
But you don't have to.
Oh, you don't?
No, you just get a gamepad and plug it in, and you can play on your controller.
Oh.
What, is that your only reason? Maybe you should start PC gaming.
Oh, no. That's not my only reason.
I just really like my console. I don't know. I like it.
sitting down on my TV.
I mean, well, you can HDMI it to your TV.
I mean, no.
It's just, I like consoles personally. It's my thing. PC gaming's fine. PC gaming's great, but consoles for me. Thank you guys for sticking around with us through this episode.
That was a bit of a deep episode.
Yeah. Will it ever become mainstream? Let us know in the comments below. What do you think it's going to take
15 years
for it to become mainstream here in America? What do you think it's going to take to get rid of this xenophobia? I didn't even explain really quick. If you don't know what xenophobia is, it is
Japan's like this too.
Yeah, but it's like a fear of other cultures.
Yeah.
Like of letting other cultures in and exploring their culture. And we're very xenophobic here in America. So
Yeah.
if you didn't know what that was, now you do.
Yeah. So hashtag WD1UP.
And stay nerdy. Always stay nerdy. Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to watch yesterday's video, click right here in the center of the screen.
Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
And read the description to find our other channels, plus our Twitch and more.
Nice, bro.
You should keep that in.